When I was a young girl, I had a terrible sense of direction. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say, terrible sense of direction. I can remember standing in my yard outside at my parents' home, and I had my arms outstretched and I said, Mom, is this east and is this west? And she responded however she responded. And then I turned around the opposite direction. I held my arms out again and I said, Mom, is this east and is this west? And she said, No, Christy, probably very concerned. No, Christy, the directions, the navigational directions don't change just because you turned your body. East is east, west is west, north is north, south is south. Doesn't matter how you are standing. And that was just like her speaking German to me. I just did not get it. And I remember even when I went off to college many years later, my mom's biggest concern was not that some guy was going to slip something in my drink or I was going to get attacked or killed. She was concerned that I wouldn't be able to find my classes because I had such a bad sense of direction. And that carried over for many years, but fortunately life and jobs and different opportunities presented themselves that helped me to refine my sense of direction over the years. So it's still not great, but it's certainly not where it was. But here's what I have learned. A sense of direction is really, really important, not just from a pure navigational standpoint of east and west and north and south, but in life. There's an adage that says, if you don't know where you're going, any path will get you there. And so what do you do? What do you do when you don't have a good sense of direction? There's two things. The first thing and the most important thing is you've got to get clear on where you're going. What's the end game? What's the end destination? You have to be clear on that. Otherwise, you'll just be roaming. You'll be, like the people who go squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Everything that comes along will be a distraction from you achieving the end game. So that's the first step, is getting clear on the end destination. And then the second thing is you have to map out the route to get you there. Now, do you have to map the route yourself? Not necessarily. That's what coaches and counselors and friends and people who have been there before. That's the benefit of those types of folks and having that network of people. But you have to map where you're going so that you know when you've arrived. Once you are clear on your destination, you might find some detours along the way. You might have a block in the road. There might be opportunities where you have to backtrack in order to move forward, just like if you were taking a trip. Those things will happen, but there are things that are consistent. Number one, your destination will remain the same. East is east, west will always be west, north will be north, and south will be south. So I want to end with this quote that I love. And it says, the great thing in the world is not so much where we stand as in what direction we are moving. That's the key. That's all I have for you today.